our ball for Madison there, and pushing and shoving in the back. That's going to be a free end every day. But Chicago's very, very, very quick and wise to stop play from moving immediately forward, and we're going to get a free kick in for Madison. Madison. Oh, live. Live, so much better than dead. Welcome, planet Earth. You're just in time to see Madison finally get their legs here. Just a couple of minutes into the game, looks like that free end went. Why? Well, we are literally across the planet, and I'm sure a notable percentage of the population of the planet Earth is listening to this broadcast. Hand pass.
Working the camera.
As he does.
Working the camera. Never seen a game of football before.
Nope.
Never seen Gaelic football before. Working the camera anyway.
Never seen a camera before because he's old.
All right, so here, give me this.
Here. Hand pass to Chicago. Chicago hand pass. Good
All
kick.
right. Bill Jones on the mic too. Just commenting stats on the camera. Never seen football before. But why not, right?
Why not?
Yeah, so I'm up here with Mike Stutz and Heath Moore, and I'm Bill Jones. I got one question for you fellas. Do GMs ever stop giving? Do they ever stop giving to the club?
For you guys? Bill? No.
Well, you two guys are up here giving.
No, this is fun. I'm doing this because I don't have anything better.
All right, let me see if I get the actual score right here. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's probably good. All right, another kick out from Seamus.
Who is that with
Seamus
the...
Big Boot needs to get
this. Hey, Tobias.
Needs to get
What's
this
the score?
penetrated. All right. Madison with a hand pass across the middle, looking for space. That's Marcus Kennedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Say that louder, what?
Mercurial Marcus Kennedy with a hand pass across the middle of the ground.
2-1.
So, Madison player, a couple of...
Cut it for a second. Okay, what? (2-1 to 0-1). All right, you're back. 2-1 to 0-1.
All right,
so Gaelic, we did score a point at some point. I'm going to give it to Alan Morris.
Why did it have to be?
I'm giving a point to Alan Morris.
I think it was a free from free.
Okay.
It was a
okay.
free.
What just happened there?
That
point
was
for Madison.
A minor score. Yep, minor score for Madison, but I did not see.
Do you know who it was?
Marcus.
Speaking of GMs, who never stop giving.
Well, those scores are the way to give. All right, kick out from Chicago. Hits his player running into space, getting that as solo. Madison player trying to corral him, just kind of shut down his options, but he finds one, a hand pass coming off, looks like half forward. Another hand pass right in the half forward line, looking for space. Chicago player running through half forward with a kick that goes over for a minor score adjudicated by, looks like still.
Let me go over here.
Yeah. Stapleton. All right. So a short kick out there to halfback. Madison player moving forward, kind of slowly picking his options, waiting for someone to make a move.
That was a minor score for Patriots?
It was.
All right, I think I'm caught up.
Looks like he finds Murphy, my favorite player, both on and off the field. Great
Mr.
guy.
August in the Hailstone catalog. Make sure you get it.
Yeah. So big bounce goes over the Madison player, collected. Chicago fullback looks like was able to read the ball a bit better.
Mike Stotts, you want some water?
Half forward to a player running on to that kick. Short hand pass. Looks like Chicago's kind of just setting up their next attack. Madison fading back there to organize. Hand pass over the top of the Madison player, finds a Chicago player. Chicago player one solo, and a hand pass over the bar for a minor score.
I mean, you can't blame him for using whatever is available, but not the most manliest of points that I've seen in the world. The old volleyball point.
Yeah, in football, much more common than hurling.
Oh, you can't do it in hurling, so
yeah.
Yep,
you can. All right, so the kick out goes right to a Chicago
player.
I'm
not questioning his manhood. I'm just saying that's just hard to watch sometimes. There's a more aggressive goal, and it's a point for Chicago. I see Connor over there working the goal. Well done.
All right, so Seamus's leg's going to get tired with all these kickouts. Madison need to kind of get their legs here, just get organized.
Hope it stays on his body.
I do too.
Oh dear, here comes his leg.
All right, so kick out into space there.
That's your man. Go ahead and call this, Heath. This is your man. What's he doing?
He surfs. He plays the guitar. He's an amazing fellow.
How's his poetry?
Oh, he's real. Poetry?
Yep.
It's not poetry. It's literature.
Hey, it's the leg from Leitrim. He's looking to. Oh, instead it's knocked away. It's knocked away by Patriots.
They call him the leg from
The leg
Leitrim.
from Leitrim.
Gold.
Calm O'Reilly.
All right.
And past the Patriots. Oh, look at that overlap.
So a beautiful overlap there. The man is under a bit of pressure, but stays calm, solos into space, and finds an option there, running through number 12 for Chicago. Another solo, takes on a man, finds space, finds
Oh,
just
it's
enough
deep.
space.
It's high, and it is
It is over.
over the fucking the net. I made that net so that that bounced 2 stories high.
Well, you should
What
have
the
made it
heck?
about a yard higher.
Try harder next time, Bill. Oh wait, that was a point for the
That's the worst tournament ever. The nets were 1 meter too short. All right, yet another.
Suggestion box. Better back net.
All right. Yet another kick out from Seamus.
And I see that
Find space.
Connor's had to abandon his post because we don't have enough hailstones down there.
All right, Chicago player moving backwards, just creating space to pick up the ball, which
I'll
is
be
what
back.
you need to do. Which is what you need to do. A good running from Chicago. Chicago really taking over and showing a lot more steadiness here in this match. They look to be all over Madison at the moment.
I need to apologize for the camera work. I'm a rookie at this. Never done this before.
And in life, Seamus with another kick out. Here we go. Into space. Marcus with his eyes on the ball. Cut off by Chicago. Chicago just read the flight of the ball just enough to get in there. Hand pass out the back to number 13 there. Hand pass, again, across the middle of the ground. And Chicago now have organized for yet another attack. They do that pretty well, where they just take possession, organize the attack, and then find the penetrating ball. Looks like a corner forward there with a strike over the bar. Chicago again with another minor score.
No wasted movement by Chicago.
Which I cannot commentate and do the score line at the same time. I'll let Bill come back and sort that out. Seamus saying, hey guys, I'm going to kick the ball to you again.
Somebody get open.
Here we go. Deep penetrating kick to space, cut off by the Chicago player, corralled by Murphy. Murphy staying with him though, biding his time, just saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to take care of his options. Hand pass to the back to another Chicago player, hand pass forward, right across half forward. Chicago player saying, oh, I'm going to look around, hand pass to another player. See that line of attack there across half forward from Chicago? They're organized in their attack and just picking their time to find a player with the legs and the range to hit it over. Unfortunately for Chicago, fortunately for Madison, that was a kick wide, no score. Yet another kick out. I think Seamus could probably, the Madison goalie could probably just wait a bit and let things develop before trying to punch it through, because Chicago seemed to have things well in hand. Andy Bean with a great take out of the air, fell on his back, decided to hand pass it kind of awkwardly but accurately. And now Madison are looking to threaten. Number 13 for Madison taking his man on, still running. Chicago player was all over him, but not in a way that the referee would adjudicate a penalty and end up taking too many steps. You're only allowed 4, ladies and gentlemen, as we know. So a quick kick out from that penalty to a Chicago player, gathers, kicks it forward to number 23. Number 23 with a quick solo and a quick hand pass to your man running off. Another quick hand pass to a player running off. And, oh, great save by the Madison goalie. Just was able to read the fly of the ball, cut off the angle, and Madison are ready for an attack. Quick kick into the middle of the ground. A bit too much juice on it over Marcus Kennedy's head to a Chicago player, runs forward, runs past Marcus Kennedy with a quick hand pass. Number 2 for Chicago, hand pass over the top, tap forward again. Chicago ready for another attack. Hand pass to number 2 again, who quick gathers the ball, takes his time, bides his time, waiting to take your man on, gets his player to commit, and then takes off running with a bit of speed there. Number 12 with an easy shot and a bit of space over Murphy, who looks a bit dejected there with another minor score for Chicago.
What's Bill Jones doing down there?
I do not know what Bill Jones is. Maybe he's worried about the height of the net. Wanted to assess the height of the net. All right, short kick out. Looks like to Marcus Kennedy. Marcus Kennedy taking his time. I think that's something that Madison needs to do at the moment. Chicago applying some pressure. Marcus forced to kick the ball into the hands of a Chicago player reading the ball. Kick deep into the half back line of Madison, and another player running off. Again, you hate to see it. You hate to see a player running free in your back line, but that man is able to be pressured enough by the goalie, the Madison goalie, to only hand pass over the bar for a minor score. This is looking pretty ugly for Madison. Madison,
It's
not unskillful, just need to sort themselves out.
pretty tough sledding for Madison.
And Chicago applying immediate pressure and executing. And look like they have the legs and the fitness to run through, as they are doing right now, into the Madison forward line again. Hand pass, a man free. Seamus able to stop that ball. I smother that ball, collect it cleanly to number 11, Marcus Kennedy, with a hand pass over the top to a player I do not know his name, but there he goes. White Sox and all. He's going to take that off and run it forward to about the middle of the ground, and a short kick to Adam Murphy, or not, no, Adam Murphy. He doesn't play for this club anymore. Murphy, who kicks the ball forward into the forward line. Great pressure by the Chicago defender, but collected by Madison. Madison, number 13, running forward, looking for an option, a kick, a little ambitious, right into the goal mouth and into the goalie's hands. Chicago goalie running that forward, a solo, another solo, a bounce, a hand pass to probably their cornerback, back to the goalie. Loves to play the ball to the goalie, number 4, with a solo, another solo. Moving the forward methodically. Chicago. Hand pass out the back to another player in some space to kick it forward into the waiting arms of the Madison player. Madison moving the ball forward. I don't know this gentleman's name, running at about half back, but he has had a ton of possessions, probably too many you want for your half back. A penetrating kick into corner forward, gathered by the Madison player with a kick out the back to half forward to try to get something working here. Marcus running in the middle, just an errant pass, but plenty of space and time for Marcus to collect. Marcus thought about kicking the ball, decided not to. Sent it to Murphy. Murphy in range, kicks it up and through. Goalie says no. Goal umpire says yes with the white flag, and
Looks like they're going to book a point.
the point is awarded after the goal umpire adjudicates every single time. Kick out by Chicago. Deep penetrating kick into space with a Madison or a Chicago player running on with another Chicago player running free. Madison need to man up, I would reckon. What do you think? Hand pass over the top of the Madison goalie from Chicago for a minor score.
Madison getting caught way out of position.
Absolutely. Need to man up quickly. Find a player would be the call from the coach if I could hear it from my box. Kick out goes right into the hands of Chicago. Chicago tried to run forward, missed kick, but still has possession. Hand pass to Chicago player, looking for another Chicago player, finds one. Again, the organization there across Chicago's half forward, pretty good. A lot of movement, tremendous amount of movement.
Where's the defense?
Where is the defense? I think fitness is on display here, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago seem just a bit more sprightly in the legs than Madison. Madison making a couple of changes. Pink headband Eli trying to say, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Should be going on a man. Quick kick out to, looks like cornerback, hand pass to Marcus Kennedy, trying to get it moving forward. Cut off by Chicago. Chicago gathering, hand pass to number 22. Looks like, what do I do? What do I do? Hand pass to number 20. Number 20, hand pass to number 9 for Chicago. Runs it forward and finds another open player for Chicago across half forward and kicks it easily. Had all the time in the world, wouldn't you say, Mike Stats?
I agree.
Stroke that through.
Too much time.
Madison goalie ready to kick out. A bit of a missed kick out underneath it. Got plenty of height. Chicago's there. Marcus turned around to say, where is my player? Well, we found him catching the ball that you probably should have punched away. And Chicago is kicking in deeply. Madison goalie wisely came off his line and is moving the ball forward, looking for someone to pass it through. A hand pass, just a little errant, cut off by Chicago, who's now running across half forward, now into the forward line with a quick hand pass, number 22. Not sure what to do. Not the most skillful player, but he's a good execution. And a hand pass Looks like he tried to punch that ball in the goal, but just mishit it enough that it went wide. No scoreline. So quick start there. Ill-advised because it was cut off by Chicago. Chicago looking to score again. And no one putting any pressure on the Chicago player. And he had plenty of time to pick up a ball that he had dropped. A bit of fire needed for Madison at the moment. Game slipping away here, even in the first half. So easy kick, low kick to an open player from Madison. Madison now finally, after what, 15 minutes in their forward line, trying to run on, deep penetrating hand pass, bit of space from the Madison player, hand pass number 14, number 14 over for a wide shot. Great execution there, up to the most crucial moment, which is accumulating some sort of point, but the kick hitting a bit wide. Kick out for Chicago. Chicago kick out hitting about the middle of the ground. Big number 22, the tallest man on the ground, I reckon. With a hand pass to.
I reckon.
I do reckon. Chicago with a penetrating kick to the corner forward, which is kept in bounds by my vantage point by the corner forward from Chicago. Hand pass to number 2, just across half forward. Hand pass a little bit further back. Chicago just getting their organization set. Player running on number 9. That guy's got a bit of fitness and a pretty accurate leg as he kicks it over the bar for
no wasted energy by Chicago.
No, a minor score. Pretty well organized and are doing quite a bit of damage to Madison. Madison now with a kick out, and the referee says, fellas, let's take a break, maybe grab some water.
It's halftime.
Because it is halftime, which by means the game is half over. So, Mike Stats, how's this Oktoberfest beer?
I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it all afternoon. I'm going to stop enjoying it here in about 40 minutes when I have to go home, but right now, it's great.
Excuse me.
So, halftime is here. And
Madison is unorganized.
They look a little bit organized. They look disorganized. They also don't look nearly as fit as the Chicago players do.
This is obviously not the same team that brought home the Junior A Cup, is it?
I don't know about the lineup. This is a tournament, so a lot of these players have already played a match today, maybe 2. So, whether it's Chicago Football Club, probably not so much. Fresh legs and all that. However, when it comes to just organization and just how the attacks are organized, Madison just looks a little outclassed at the moment. But as we know in this game, in this code, a couple of goals.
We're right back into it.
Yeah, right back into it. I do not know the score line because I cannot talk and type and manage my bodily functions all at the same time. Stats, can you do that?
I cannot. I'm not that talented.
Last time I tried that, cut the tip of my finger off. And I mean that literally, ladies and gentlemen.
So don't eat any salads from the Moore household.
Just carrots. Just carrots. Just carrots. So a big shout out to our sponsors, the ones that I can remember.
PBR.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. It
Nice.
won the Blue Ribbon, so I don't think I need to say anything else. Which other ones can you think of? We've got 800 of them. Kerry.
We got a lot.
Kerry flavorings.
Yeah.
So delicious, you don't even know they're there. But trust me, you've eaten some of them.
Kerry Gold, yes.
Kerry Gold. I don't think that's the same Kerry.
Is it?
It's the same word,
Okay.
but I think it's a different Kerry.
Different. They're butter, I think.
It is butter.
I don't know if they're a sponsor or not.
I don't think they are. But if the Kerry Gold people are listening, call me.
Yeah, we'll set you up.
Brave Robot ice cream.
Mm.
So delicious, it tastes exactly like ice cream. Have you ever had it?
I have not.
It is. Do yourself a favor.
Have some?
If you like it. If you like ice cream, you should try some Brave Robot. It's in my household right now.
Well, I think we'll come over to your house and have some ice cream.
No, I think you personally should go to the grocery store and get your own, take it home, and enjoy it. Anyone else listening can come over just fine. Who else we got? We got 800 sponsors. Let's come up with a few
I've
more.
got none.
Easy Fix. Easy Fix. I don't know what Easy Fix does because I haven't been involved in the club for a long time, but I'm
Me
sure
neither.
they're lovely people. They're a
Yeah.
lovely product.
What about who? Where is our after tournament party? Is at
No clue.
Silver Dollar, I believe.
Silver dollar. So much better than the bronze dollar.
Yep. Not quite gold dollar, but
But you don't really, do you really want to go to a place called the Gold? No, you don't want to go there. Too fancy. Silver dollar, just right.
yeah.
Just right. For you, silver dollar. Who else we got? Glambia. Glambia. Whey protein. Why do they call it whey protein? Because it's way great. Way awesome. I don't think it's the same way.
I think you're way off base.
Well, whichever way you want to slice it, it's a great company with great people, and we thank them for the sponsorship. Chicago, no sponsorship whatsoever. Good at football, bad at getting sponsors. No one's listening to this, so I can
I
say
don't
whatever
think
I
so.
want. I don't have a like or a dislike.
Yep.
So, all right. So both clubs taking the pitch here. Hopefully, Madison has said, you know what, we got to do some things slightly differently this time. And it does look like we've got a couple of players taking a slightly different position on the ground at the moment. There's a man running with a hurl on the ground. He probably should get off the ground because it's football. Boys taking their positions here. Be interesting to see if things get a bit argy-bargy.
It calmed down there.
A little bit, yeah.
got
Once play got going,
Yep.
I see people shaking hands and hugging. That's yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Referee counting players to say who's cheating. Not you guys. Good. No one's cheating. Although it seemed like Chicago had at least 1, 2, maybe 7 additional players during that first half. Hopefully, they can sort themselves out. Referee says, "All right, fellas, it's time to go." There goes the whistle. Ball's in the air. Here we go. Chicago seemed to win that start of the match with a hand pass forward to number 2. I've seen him before. Solos the ball forward once, twice. A strike forward. A bit ambitious from that angle. Goes wide. No score there. Madison goalie moving the ball forward. Sets it down very quickly. Finds an open man there at halfback. Hand pass over the top. Number 12 says, "I'll take it." Immediately under pressure from a Chicago player. Looking. Solo once, solo twice. Finds his teammate Eli, who's immediately under pressure, trying to gather the ball. Does. Maintain possession. That's what you got to do in this situation. Keep your cool. Maintain possession. Hand pass out the back in traffic, or actually forward in traffic. Out to half forward, wing back, I should say, in this code. Get another ball forward. Running on, cut off by Chicago. Chicago doing what a player should do when you do not have possession of the ball. You man up and you make sure your opponent does not get possession of the football. Hand pass forward from Chicago. Goes forward to number 17. Tries to kick the ball and collect. And Chicago is able to collect the ball, move forward, and a hand pass over the bar for a minor score.
Picked up where they left off.
Picked up exactly where they left off, says Michael Stats without his headset. So you could not hear that. Kick out from Madison. Mountain Man, Seamus McVeigh, with a big kick going just about to the middle of the ground into a contest. Picked up, cleaned up by Marcus Kennedy. Well done, Marcus Kennedy. Shove in the back, should be blown up, and it is. Free in, Madison. Madison says, "Fellas, give me the ball. I would like to kick it in, please. We have a penalty. It's been adjudicated." Marcus saying, "Should you advance that ball 10 meters?" "No, you should not," says the referee. Free in for Madison. Madison with an opportunity here for a minor score. Gets a minor score. I have no idea what the score line is. I would love to have sorted this out, but I have not been instructed on how to use all the technology at hand provided by
Bill
Jones, Esquire. So kick out for Chicago, goes immediately to Chicago player. Hand pass over the top. Actually, it was a kick over the top to a player from Chicago who mishandles the ball under pressure from Marcus Kennedy with a hip and shoulder, shrugged off by the Chicago player with a hand pass out the back into space. Another hand pass across the middle of the ground. Number 2, seen him before, biding his time. Hand pass over his opponent to another man who is freed. Another Chicago player free in the forward line. Hate to see that. Hand pass to the back into space and an easy strike by foot over the bar for Chicago. Chicago up by a margin too high to calculate at the moment. Kick out by Sheamus. Big strike, trying to get a bit of space and distance. Cut off once more. Have you heard that before? Chicago player cut the ball off on its way to a Madison player. Chicago with the numbers around the ball. They're hunting in packs, Chicago, and when they take possession, they have a coordinated attack, lining up across half forward and penetrating just like they have done just now, ladies and gentlemen, with an easy strike by foot over the bar. Another minor score. Kick out from Sheamus coming. Probably should buy his time here. Let things develop. Let things develop. Bit of pushing and shoving between players, bit opponents shoving each other. Interesting kick there, short but successful with a hand pass over the top to the Madison player. Number 4, I've seen him before. And his number 4, that's not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen, that I said that. Deep into the forward line. Alan Morris, my third favorite player on this squad, able to collect and send it to Murphy. Murphy with a strike. Looks like it got off the side of the boot, but successful over the bar. So, ladies and gentlemen, Madison looking pretty adept.
A little bit better organized on that.
Yep, absolutely. Looked a little bit more adept at the game there. Short kick out to the Chicago. Looks like he's a wing back, or at least in that area, with a penetrating kick up to the middle of the ground. Mishandled, just dropped it on the ground. Chicago player does a good job protecting the football and gathering it, moving forward. Solo once, solo twice. Hand pass to his right to another player. Keeps running, as you're supposed to do in this game, and retains the ball, gets the ball back. Madison goalie tried to save that, but just got his mid on it. Still went over for a minor score, had the intended result. Another minor score.
Quick kick in.
Yep, just in the middle of the ground. Maintaining possession would be a good idea for Madison at the moment. He's got a player running, Andy Bean running down the ground, like saying, give it to me, fellas. Doesn't get it. Because we're still playing with the ball across our halfback. Marcus Kennedy sells to himself. Under a bit of pressure, finds some space, gets that to number 4. Hand pass over the top, number 22. Looks like Eli there. That pink headband, very visible from anywhere in this hemisphere. Number 4 to number 12. Under a bit of pressure immediately, gives it back. Looks like Madison are trying to be patient and organize themselves, but anytime Madison have the ball, they are under pressure. Do. Here we go. Bit of hand pass in traffic. Ultimately ends in Marcus Kennedy with a bit of space running on. Hand pass over the top to, looks like Murphy, but he's broken up and he keeps running. Come on, Murph. Come on, Murph. Oh, maintains his feet. Well done, Murphy. I love that man. I love his work. Kept his feet, got
Nice
under
work.
pressure. Goalie did what he could, dirty or otherwise, to make that, to just kind of break that up.
I think they're questioning steps there, but hold up by the goalie kind of negated the steps.
Well,
maybe.
I think you're allowed to take 4 or whatever the referee says, and the referee wins every single time. Either way, it's a goal to Madison. But as I say this, as I quip, Chicago have already striked. Luckily, they missed for Chicago. Missed wide. Sheamus the big strike. Ambitious because Chicago have cut off his quick kick out, and they are back in the goal mouth, free with free men going, hey, fellas, I'll just stick it in here in the net, and you can put 3 points on the board for Chicago.
Tough. I think they need to take a little bit of time, set stuff up. Like they did that last rush. Madison just needs to relax, clean passes, make that initial catch.
Kick out intended for Marcus Kennedy, broken up by the Chicago player, collected by number 2. Number 2 at the run solo hand pass. We've seen that before. Easy kick over the bar.
It's scoring at will.
Should have got the abacus out for this one. Unfortunately.
You're dating yourself, sir.
You think? No one's listening anyway.
We don't have any comments.
No comment. It was because of the abacus.
Yeah.
When you say abacus, people go, you know what,
Huh?
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
If you're referencing an abacus, it's not good. All right, so kick out to the Madison player, to Andy Bean. Hand pass immediately under pressure with a hand pass into a little bit of space. To the Madison player, number 12. The hand pass to another Madison player. Well done, fellas. There you go. That's the way you use space. Kicking into space to the forward line to
Alan
Morris, who kicks right back to where he got a kick across the goal mouth. Oh, no, actually went over the bar for a minor score. Well done there. That is how you do it. Gather, run into space.
Several more of those.
Way to back yourself. Here comes a kick out from Chicago. They're not going for the deep penetrating kick, just getting it to a Chicago player so you maintain possession and move the ball forward. And that is exactly what they've done. The Chicago player received that kick to his forward line. Errant hand pass and a kick off the ground is collected by the Chicago players. Plenty of time and space. Sent it across the goal mouth. Intended for a Chicago player, but just went wide. Might have been a square ball if he took possession of that anyway. Quick kick out by Seamus to a Madison player, number 4, who decides, you know what, I got all the time in the world. I'm going to wait for something. Alan Morris coming all the way up to about the middle of the ground saying, give it to me, fellas. I've got the tools. I've got the talent. I've got the talent to hand it right back to you. Hand pass to Andy Bean. Back to Alan Morris, who now is a midfield player. Under a bit of pressure, says, stop. Hammer time, except he hand passed it to number 4. Madison doing a good job of keeping possession right now. Of course, Chicago under no reason to take any risk whatsoever. But either way, Madison does get the moral victory on this particular passage of play for a minor score. Clock ticking away. Big, huge kick. Not big enough. Too big for the big fella, number 22. But either way, it moves forward to number 11 for Chicago. A kick in to the corner forward. Chicago player saying, you know what, I'll head out there. Way out in no man's land. Good collection there. Decide to basketball the ball forward. And says, you know, maybe I'll pick it up by my foot. To number 22, the big fella. And a kick goes wide. The big fella, number 22, looks to be fairly new at the game, but is making an impact nonetheless. Kick out Madison. Goalie Madison says, here we go. I'll just kick it to you, fella. Number 4. We've seen him before. Takes his time. Not too much under pressure. Finding looks like Andy Bean from this vantage point. Andy Bean saying, I've got a bit of space. I'm going to take it. Under a bit of pressure. Takes his man on. Hand pass. Another hand pass. Again, immediately under pressure, number 3. To number 21 under the penetrating kick, which is what the boys need to do at the moment. Chicago cuts that off. Takes possession across there, half back there in the middle, says, I'm going to just kind of let things organize themselves, move backwards and forwards and back. There we go. There's a free player. Number 5 across the middle of the ground, down the wing to the big man, number 22. Just for a moment, I thought he was wearing bike shorts. He just has dark pants, but he's a big fella. He gets it, gives it, receives it. So another player says, you know what, I've got space. There you go. Strokes it through, easy as you like, for the 800th, it seems, minor score.
It's been a lot.
So a kick out goes immediately to a Chicago player, runs it forward, who's in striking distance by foot. Your man decides to solo it, hand pass over the bar. He went a long way without being terribly pressured, right up the middle of the ground, or as the guts, as I like to say. Looks like we're going to get another kick out by Madison. Madison, I think the result here is a foregone conclusion, but maybe a chance to get the moral victory here against Chicago. Madison soloing out into the middle of the ground with a quick hand pass and another quick hand pass. Good overlapping there by Madison from Kennedy to Murphy. Murphy thinking, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to hand pass it to number 4. He's had the ball plenty. He knows what to do. Back to Murphy. Murphy with a strike over the bar. That was a pretty passage of play there. End to end from kick out to over. Kick out Chicago coming very quickly. Referee's probably looking at his watch. Referee blows his whistle, says, you know what, son, you better kick it. And he does. Short kick to wing back to the Chicago player. One quick solo and a quick up to the middle of the ground. Keeps running, says, give it back to me. I want a goal. I want a goal. Runs all the way to half forward. Hand pass to the right in front of the goal. Well, thereabouts with an easy kick over the bar. Another minor score, Chicago.
Scoring at will, Chicago.
I just should have a button that says minor score Chicago, minor score Chicago. That way I don't have to say it. More time to drink Oktoberfest. This delicious Oktoberfest. Hand pass back, short kick, collected by number 4. Hand pass back to the goalie who has lost it. Kind of a sloppy hand pass, but collected by number 4. Hand pass forward to Marcus Kennedy. He's running it through the middle of the ground. Chicago saying, you know what, I'm going to move you over here because that's where I like you to be before you kick it. And he's kicked it out of bounds. The kick intended, looks like, for number 15, Alan Morris there in the forward line. Alan Morris saying his head a bit, saying, oh, fellas, give it to me. I want it. Kick in from the sideline to Chicago player. 1-2 solos. Moves forward, bouncy, solo-y. Just says, you know what, fellas, we don't have to move the ball. We're well ahead. Hand pass to the middle of the ground. So once they get organized, they sort it out. So the big man says, here's a big hand pass for a big man. Number 11. Through the half-forward line, getting closer, says, you know, I was going to hand pass it, but I think I'll just take my point. He's had a few of them. His number's 11. That's how many points he's probably had today.
I think so.
All right, Madison, let's see what you can pull together here. Kick out directly to, couldn't have been more to, the Chicago player, but a bad kick in right to the Madison goalie. Madison goalie easily taking that ball. Hand pass to what appears to be Andy Bean. Andy Bean saying, you know what, I'm going to run this up. Give it to me. I want it. Chicago says, no, you don't, son. Loses the ball, but right now, Chicago fighting over in the middle of the ground. They do ultimately get their hands on the football and moving the ball forward. Handball. Handball to Chicago player. Moving out to the flank there. Gives it to number 11. Seen him before. Big fella, number 22, receives a hand pass, but his hands were too big to take the football down. Collected by number 4, the Chicago player. No look hand pass to Marcus Kennedy. Marcus Kennedy, number 11. Number 11 moving up to the Madison half forward with a hand pass to Alan Morris, who was not, gloves and all, able to take that cleanly in hand, drops the football, dispossessed, if you like, possessed by a Chicago player with an easy kick forward. Chicago saying, hey, let's go. Takes his man on, runs around his man, thinking about his hand pass. It says, nah, take a kick. Bad advice, whoever he gave it to him, because that kick went wide. I think Chicago can say, we'll take those chances. Clock's got to be ticking down. I see the referee looking at his watch saying, oh, just end it. End it.
I think some of the Madison players are thinking the same thing.
God, as my dad would say, God. So a short kick to the Madison player, hand pass to Andy Bean. Andy Bean says, hey, number 3, would you like the football? I'll take it back, though. It was on loan. Kick in to Alan Morris, who's coming all the way up to the middle of the ground because he's trying to just connect the dots to the forward line, give Madison some sort of hope of getting some accumulation of points. Hand pass from Marcus. Looks like Murphy. Murphy takes possession of the ball. Hand pass back to Morris. Madison trying to organize themselves a bit. Ultimately, Murphy gets the ball, gets past his man number 11. Looking for something. Kicks it into corner forward. I'm not sure who number 6 is, but he's got a chance to take possession. And I'm not sure. But the ball did go. Oh, the ball ultimately went over the line. Referee looks at his watch for the umpteenth time. Probably a clear indication this game is just about over. Short kick out to number 22. Number 2 with the back pass to the Chicago player with the long blue shorts below his knee. Sweatpants almost. Hand pass across the field, switching fields to number 2. Number 2 says, "Where are you, fellas?" With a kick down until wing forward. Number 17 is taken all the way up to the forward line. Said, "I want it." Bad hand pass, cut off by Madison.
Matt Daly.
Ah, oh, good old Matt Daly saying, "You know what, fellas, give it to me. I'll take over." Did well. Hand pass again to number 12. Keeps running, receives the ball back, number 4. Handy player, Alan Morrison, middle of the ground, trying to build that ladder, fellas. Madison trying to build that ladder. Looks like Column taking that ball. Number 13 says, "I'll take you on, I'll take you on. I'll give this strike. Easy as you like." Under pressure from 2 or 3 players. Column said, "Yeah, fellas, just maybe in 1 point at least. I'll take it." And he took it. Final whistle. It's got to be blowing here fairly soon. Short kick out to Madison player number 3. Number 3 it says, "I would like to get a point, and I'm gonna." That's a great score, number 3.
Got some fans.
Got to do that 800 more times to get back in this game, but it was a fair effort. Kick out coming. Short kick out from Chicago. Finds his player off across. Half back. He's just soloing. Quick hand pass. And 2 player kicks it right back over to halfback running through the middle of the ground. It's got a bit of space. Keeps running. Madison players are coming. Closing out the distance. Quick solo. Strike all the way to a free man at corner
Number
forward.
11.
Number 11. Who is this guy? Seamus coming in. Bit of pressure. He beats the goalie. No one is in goal. The quick hand pass by the very big fella, number 20. Can't see the other number because it's stretched out and is a bit blurry.
I believe it's 21.
21.
Big fella.
So I knew a guy whose name was Big Fella. His number was 11. His nickname was Brackets because he stretched out his uniform so wide. That number 11 looked like brackets. Not relevant to this game, though. Penetrating kick to Madison. Madison trying to organize something under quite a bit of pressure here. Alan Morris able to get the ball off the deck. Saying, "Where are you, fellas?" I'll give a hand pass to number 8. Number 8 over the top to number 12. Number 12 says, "I'll give it right to a Chicago player. You guys seem to know what you're doing. I'll give it to you." Chicago then the penetrating hand pass, and the referee has said, "You know, fellas, that is enough."
Good effort by Madison.
Well done, Madison. A definitive win by Chicago, making Madison look like just a little less classed, a little bit less fit, a little less organized, but still likable fellas. Though.
All the above.
Well done. All right,
They are.
that's Heath and Stats.
Out.
Heath and Stats.
There we go.
Signing off. The Morning Zoo crew.
There you go. Music in the morning.
All right, music in the morning, classic rock with Heath and Stats.
Yeah, I don't know how to shut this down.
Neither do I. So I'm going to take my headphones. I'm
Yep.
just going to set them down. And we're going to walk away.
We are.
No one's listening anyway.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I bet you if I go, "Hey fellas, I'll fill this up if you come up here and grab this."
Up next, we're going to have Madison taking TCA Little Field. Madison is first down period. We're getting ready. One time. So this is not official with the teams of TCA Little has already run the period. This is what's going to have to go through.